Alright, basically I wanted to take a few notes on the State of the Union. Um, what made me take notes is he mentioned prescription drugs and the moon landing, which, I basically want, first thing that came to my head was, troops over there following orders, guarding, shipping in heroin and stuff. Um, the moon landing. If you guys don't know what the con game is, like, these guys are doing a job. They bought into a con. So, and like, look at people like Lindsey Graham. They, the camera cut away to when Obama brought up ISIS. The camera actually cut away to McCain and Graham, which is kind of funny. If you look up members of Congress, Graham was actually he spent like half of his life in the Air Force or whatever. So that's basically I want to say, like, Hollywood and the economic newspaper debt system. There's a hidden hand at play here. Guess you could go on to student debt, economic disaster. What else? Obamacare. Where did I put that? Taxes. You have a growing population too. I think just looking at my own town's statistics, how this town first started, like the whole land and stuff. That's unsustainable and like a growing population, and then you want to, I don't know, it just seems like a con altogether, and the people pulling the strings behind the scenes, like Rockefeller, everyone building the school and putting the paper out and stuff. Goes on to say cure cancer. I don't know how radiating people and putting cancer viruses in vaccines and stuff is gonna help anyone cure cancer. Drugging them with just chemical mixtures. I don't know. Keeping cannabis illegal. I mean, I'm sure that these people doing a job, it's illegal to do cannabis on the job. I'm sure they believe it, but like I said, there's a hidden hand. He goes over climate change. He makes a big deal that the planet is at stake. Save money. And then he's pushing his Obamacare and taxes, and to save the planet. So it's just you want to talk about a economic recovery or economic disaster? Who's orchestrating this situation? It's whoever's passing down the paychecks. So if these guys are getting paychecks and they think the economy is fine, that's fine. But there's other things going on here. Oh yeah, brought up the ISIS propaganda, using words like quagmire, world stage. So they're in his speech, like he has speech writers. So I don't know. Lasting peace. I think he was talking about I don't know. Yeah, the ISIS stuff. The thing with ISIS, it's like the same as Black Lives Matter movement, and it could be like the old Ottoman Empire. That's what I think the um, heartstrings that they're actually pulling on, um, because the British came in with their military political force and set up shop. Um, Stop Ebola. I actually think they're spreading Ebola to push vaccines with Doctors Without Borders. Um, just like the Red Cross and these internationalists, if you're watching the propaganda, these guys are doing a job, but like the propaganda, when you think that Russia and the U.S. are fighting, like they have international propaganda organizations that always get bombed, always pushing vaccines. Um, yeah, talk about sustainable development. I mean, there's a abortion plant on every corner. You got the growing population. Um, he kept on saying trust and we for the greater good need to um, make compromises and stuff. So also going on to say helping in Ukraine, that's the same as funding ISIS, or like stirring up people on the ground like a Black Lives Matter. Care for the sick, same with the international organizations, same propaganda. You have the sellout billionaires um, that supposedly fund Congress and stuff. I don't know. Um, yeah, famine. Um, I mean, who's creating famine here? I guess you could just not follow these guys' system, which is, what I'm thinking of. I'm gonna do, because I discovered what the con game is. So these people could admit that they've been conned or not, but um, I don't know. I'm gonna quit following this stuff. Gitmo. We don't even know if that exists. It could just be um, getaway for I don't know. But it's kind of hard to tell with the media lying about everything what's real or what's a hoax. Um, Race, religion, politics. I mean, that's all there is in the mainstream news everywhere. He goes on to say, the holiness, Pope Francis, supposedly that guy's wanted for child trafficking, rape, murder. Um, I don't know. It just seems like this guy's reading a script. These people had some debt because they went into the school system. Yeah, it's just a job for these guys, I think. The only thing I agreed with in the whole entire speech would be like computer science, but that's kind of controlled by the um, media corporations, the people at the top of the pyramid, not these guys. So yeah, I highly doubt that would change anything. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just the same old shit. So